Matshidiso, Lechamochamo, Noxolo, Phindela, the 5 accused are before court, and then I appear for the state. The charge is being brought now with my colleagues.
For the record, the chief still continue to appeal for accused number 1.
Legally representing accused numbers 3 to 5.
Thank you, Maria, I'm calling Sierra.
A, B, E. Babungcwabe ngabe khona yini okukuvimbayo ukuthi uthathe isifungo enkantolo? I've got no objection. Uyafunga na ukuthi ubufakazi ozokuthula enkantolo buzoba iqiniso, iqiniso lonke, iqiniso lodwa. Uma kunjalo uzophakamisa isandla sakho sokudla uthi inkosi ngisize. So help me God. Usungahlala phansi endlini.
The witness that is about to testify is a campus witness. May he be advised of the provision of section 204 of Act 51 of 1977.
Well, Mr. Nyabe, I told that you are section 204.
Ngitshelwa ke umbuso ukuthi ufakazi ohambelana nehlelo lamakhulu 204 uzule babunca. I understand. Inkantolo ke iyakuxwayisa kuhambelana nawo lo mthetho. Ngizwa la? Yes.
So your award said to tell the truth on
Iyakuxwayisa ke inkantolo ukuthi ukhuluma iqiniso kuphela la inkantolo. Yes.
even if the evidence is incriminating yourself.
Noma ubufakazi bukufaka ecaleni kodwa lobo bufakazi kubalekile ukuthi buqoshwe bube khona enkantolo. Ngizwa la? Yes.
So you have to tell us everything that you know.
Kudingeka ke ukuthi wena utshele inkantolo konke okwaziyo. Yes.
You also want to answer honestly and frankly all questions.
Kulindeleke ukuthi uphendule ngeqiniso, uphendule ngokulwazi lwakho selulonke. Ngizwa la?
If the court is satisfied that you answered all the questions honestly and frankly, and that you told
Uma inkantolo iqiniseka ubufakazi obuthulile ukuthi uphendule ngokweqiniso nangokwazi kwakho konke noma ubufakazi buyakufaka ecaleni uphendule nje wena konke okwaziyo le nkantolo ingasithatha isinqumo sokuthi wena ibe seyiyakukhipha ecaleni. Kuzwa la? Yes, I understand.
Thank you. Sir, how old are you?
Uneminyaka emingaki mhlonishwa? I am 36 years old.
Where do you reside?
Uhlala kuphi mhlonishwa? I'm residing here in Maluti. Sengiyacela ke inkantolo ukuthi uphakamise iphimbo mhlonishwa, iphimbo. Yes. Thank you.
Where exactly in Maluti?
Uhlala kuphi nendawo la eMaluti? I'm residing at Sikiti village.
With whom do you reside there?
Uhlala kanye nabani lapha eSikiti? I'm staying with my father.
Okay. Now, I want us now to focus now on the accused person. Ask you question pertaining to them.
Ngizocela ke manje sibe sesiqondisa kubona noma sibhekisa kubona abasolwayo kuzwa la ngoba imibuzo engizokubuza yona igxile ngabo.
When we count here now, we start from this side up to that side on your right. Start from your left to your right.
Uma sibala ke ngokwala enkantolo kezwakala mhlonishwa siqala ngakulesi sangasokunene siya ngakulesi sangasokunene kezwakala ke mhlonishwa indlela esibala ngayo la enkantolo.
A lady here is accused number 1.
Isibonelo nje umama lo ngale egcineni ubizwa ukuthi umsolwa noma ummangalelwa oqala.
Then the last element is accused number 5.
Uze kuthi lo osekugcineni ngala ngakwesokudla kwakho ibe ummangalelwa wesi.
Isiqiniseko anginaso kodwa it's 2021 nje, 21 it's a beginning 2021.
I am not certain of the exact date. However, it is at the beginning, somewhere at the beginning of year 2021.
How would you get the drugs to sell for her?
Ubuzithola kanjani ke lezi zidakamizwa ukuze uyozidayisa wena?
Ekuseni ngivuka ngiyolanda kuyena imali.
I would wake up in the morning and go and get them from accused number 1.
Now let's move to accused number 2.
Ake sidluleke size kummangalelwa wesibili, usisi lo wesibili.
Ya, naye ngokunjalo ngumazi naye njenganebhosi yami naye kodwa ngumncane yena kodwa nakuyi boss yami naye. Wenze ukufanayo nje.
She was also my boss, but a younger boss than accused 1. I will be doing the selling for him.
Yeah, not in the boss yard, but in a yeah,
Then accused number 3, then in the
Ya, umuntu. Okay.
Ake sizeke kulomlisa ophakathi noma osesiphakathini ubizwa ummangalelwa wesithathu. Yena umazi kanjani?
Ya, yena umuntu onjenganesihlobo sawa boss wami like ube khona naye if kukhona something about inkinga esikhona naye ube bakhona vele naye.
He is related to my bosses, and whenever there will be problems, he will also be part. He will also be there.
Utralana lead boss tena yeah, how you do matat
then accused number 4,
Sidlule kummangalelwa wesine, ubumazi kanjani?
Oh, yena besisebenza naye besithengisa sinaye.
We will be working together in selling.
yeah, now you're the kisa from there. That's a little more.
do you know his name?
Igama lakhe lathi.
Angimbiza njengomastermind umqondo.
I knew him as Mastermind, affectionately known as Noxolo, NGO or NGQO, NDO.
Mastermind.
Okay, do you know the name of number 3?
Ake sibuye nje kancane umva ummangalelwa lo wesithathu lo sesiphakathini igama lakhe ngubani?
Mina bengibiza ngokokosho lona engigaziyo.
I knew him as Kokorosh. That is the only name that I knew him of.
Then accused number 5,
Ummangalelwa wesihlanu lo sikhulumeni yena.
Uthapelo ngiyama.
He is Tapelo. I know him.
how do you know him?
Yena umazi kanjani?
Ubebelelana nabo sister boss abantu.
Bethi
Ubebelelana nabo sister boss abantu nje assistant.
he would be an assistant to my bosses.
Assistant in what?
Ubebasiza ngani? Ubeba-assista ngani?
Naye like nje njenganombangela wesithathu naye umuntu obehleze bakhona naye especially uma kuna problem usuke bakhona ngaso sonke isikhathi.
Just like the case would be with accused number 3, he would also be present. He would always be there whenever there will be problems or challenges.
Senator, there is an incident. The date is unknown to most of the witnesses in us. The incident is alleged to have taken place between 23rd of December to 5th of January 2022.
Lalela ke mhlonishwa. La kunesigameko esenzeka noma singachane ngendlela ekuyiyona ukuthi senzeke ngaliphi ilanga kahle kahle. Ngezwakala ngihlonishwa. Kodwa lesi sigameko senzeka phakathi komhla ka25 kuDisemba ku2021 kanye nomhla ka5 kuJanuary ku2022. Ngezwakala? Yes.
The killing of one Simbongi Sishwayo.
Lesi sigameko simayelana nokubulawa kuka Simbongile Sihlwayi. Ngezwakala? Yes.
Then now, in December 2021,
Wena ngoDisemba umnyaka ka2021 wawukuphi?
Angangikhona ukuthi uzongifika angangikhona ngisaqhubana nomsebenzi wami wokuthengisa.
I was present, still proceeding with my selling duties.
then take us step by step what you know about
Aus-
this incident.
Awusitsheleke ngokulandelana kwesigameko okwaziyo okwenzeka umayelana nalesigameko esingaso la.
You don't rush, you take your time.
Ngicela nje ke ungajahi, kuyezwakala Mhlonishwa. Thatha isikhathi sakho nje.
Kusho ukuthi ngizosukela kuwona umhla ka-25 December because iwona engikukhumbulayo ukuthi kwaqala ngawo kwenzeka inkinga.
Please allow me to start from the 25th of December because that is the date from which the issues emanated.
Yes, sir.
You can do it.
25 December.
Angiqala imali ngamhla 25 December. Walike ishli kanile.
Usungaqhubeka ke Mhlonishwa.
Ngisho ukuthi ngo-25 December yena uSlow Poison wabalekana nomsebenzi wona lo bese usebenza kwesidakamizwa.
It was on the 25th of December when Slow Poison ran away with the job that we were doing.
Ine ikamhla 25 December haslo poison. Abaliya umsebenzi wona enenqiniso.
Just specifically, not referring to action. What is it that you made?
Sengicela ke Mhlonishwa uqonde ngqo. Kuyezwakala? Ungenza isibonelo. Umuphi lo msebenzi awabalekanayo ekade niwenza?
Njengoba bese ngishilo ukuthi izona idakamizwa kade sidayisa zona.
It is, as I had said it before, that it is the drugs we were selling.
Umsebenzi wona ngabaliyeli bona. Njalo ngasikhishile. Kithi fast. Sena tsebana ngebilekisi.
You know the number of drugs that you and
Kungabe uyazi na ukuthi zingakhi lezi idakamizwa awabalekanazo?
Isiqiniseko anginaso kodwa ngiyacabanga kwaku-2000 kodwa ngisiqiniseko.
I am not certain of the exact number. However, I would think it was about 2,000, even though I'm not certain.
Atina mniti impa inahalela hore. Kithi tse pedi 2000.
you said it is the work you refer to as drugs. Do you know their names?
Ukhulumile ke la ukuthi umsebenzi wokudayisa idakamizwa. Ngabe uyazi na ukuthi luphi uhlobo noma lezi idakamizwa zibizwa kanjani?
Kwakuyi-heroin.
It was heroin.
Ine ili heroin.
Yes, you said this is left with those drugs. Yes, what happened on the 25th of December?
Sizwileke ukuthi uSlow Poison umufi lo wanethu wabaleka nazo ezidakamizwa uthi ke ucabanga ukuthi silapha ko-2000 kwase kwenzekani ke ngomhla ka-25 December so kancane nje ake ukungidlulisela le heroin abaleka nayo yayikusiphi isimo noma ehlelwe kanjani?
Because they're saying it was 2,000, was it 2,000 kilos? Or maybe it was powder in packets?
Isibonelo nje ngizama ukucacelwa yikona ukuthi kungabe lo 2000 okhuluma ngaye uthi ucabangela ukuthi kwayilakho 2000 ukhuluma ngamaphilisi noma ukhuluma ngomgubo powder?
Futhi manje 2000 ngisho inani lemali yenza.
I'm referring to the value, monetary value.
Angili 2000. Angili 2000 ikubulela. Sele te bameka ithuba. Kithi fast.
Yes, then let's proceed there.
Asiqhubeke ke Mhlonishwa ngawo umhla ka-25 balekile nawo lo msebenzi.
Mina isitory ngizosizwa ntambama uma ngibuya khona egrupini ngifuna ukuthi ngisakhona ngizosho ntambama ukuthi hayi kwenzeke kanje kanje.
It was when I came back from town, it was in the afternoon when I later learned about this, that is what had happened.
Ine iyakhuda to. Bodile ngawuqolo. Ke tsalo ezayizibike.
Sungaqhubeka.
Kusho ukuthi kwadlula amalangana-ke kambalwa-ke kusuka ku-25 kuya lapho kuze kuyatholakala between kodwa 25 and 30.
He was later found after a few days from the 25th and was found on the
30.
That is either on the 30th that he was found.
Ulawa bafumaneya ngale transfer kwamhlaka 30.
So can
Can you-
you repeat what was said?
Okuphinde mhlonishwa uthi
Ya ngithi kwenzeka kodwa kusukela ku-25 kuya kumhla ka-30 kodwa wakudlulanga lapho.
it was between the 25th and the 30th that he was found, but the dates did not exceed the 30th.
Letsatsi leno alifiki kumhlaka 30. Ngaba pakeng tsa mhlaka 25 kuya kumhlaka 30. Impa iseng ka nqana kumhlaka 30.
Okay, now, I just want to get this from you. Between this 25 and this figure, what was happening because Slomo Shika was so frozen and left with that plan. What was happening there?
Ake sithi ke ukungicacisela la. Ukusukela ngomhlaka 25 ukuze kuyofika kumhlaka 30. uSlophozi sesizwile ukuthi wayibaleke nawo lo msebenzi owenza u2000 rand. Kwakusenzeka la kusukela ngomhlaka 25 kuyoma ngomhlaka 30.
Awusho kwaba nesimo sokuthi sasimqalaza nje nabantu abakade besebenza naye. Bazi ukwenza lezi sasimqalaza nje edolobheni ukuthi aqhamuke naye.
We were sorting him. That is, we were looking for him as persons that were working together with him to see if we were not going to trace him.
Yena umsheba jalo ka batho bane ba sebetsa mmoho le yena. Lona ke ka hlaya na ibe yamfumana.
When you say you that were assisting with whom I
Uthi ke thina sasimqalaza thina abantu abasebenza kanye naye sizama ukuthola ukuthi ngeke agcine evelele yini noma simbonile. Ukhuluma ngawe nabani?
Okwakuyiba yini uqala noThapelo khona omunye ngekho la uthi uZuku naye wayeba khona nje.
It was myself, Tapelo, and the other one who is not here, whose name is Zuko, Z-U-K-O.
Ile ba nna bethapelo bezuku asiyo umuntu.
What about the cruise number 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Kwakusenzakalani ke ngommangalelo wokuqala, ummangalelo wesibili, ummangalelo wesithathu, kanye nowesine?
Usho ukuthi sasibheka sireporta kubona if siyambona or asimboni yabo ngamafoni ke kodwa.
We would be looking around for him and we would be reporting to them in the event we were seeing him or not seeing him over the phone though.
Wena ulela wona. Wona yamona baba umfumana, baba umfumana. Imba ubaka da.
Is you were sorting this availability of this stock ownership. Is what happened?
Kwaze kwenzakalani nommangalelo wesihlanu kwaze kwenzakalani ke mhlonishwa?
Asho ukuthi imoto yafike yama la eduze kwami umangalo wokuqala wayethi angigibele emotweni.
The motor vehicle stopped next to me, and accused number one invited me to get into the motor vehicle.
Koloi ile ya ema mpuso wa pili. Koloi la ema pela kama ya mpuso wa pili. Kene koloi kafana koloi.
Singaqhubeka baba.
Hayi ngagibela futhi emotweni ngempela.
I indeed got into the motor vehicle.
Ile kaipala koloi.
Yes.
Yahamba nje
Moved for a short distance.
Ile ya tsamaya. Bagana sesizwana koloi.
ngase ngicela ukuthi abantu abengicela ukuthi ngisale ngoba manje kufuna ngolanda umbhede wami ekhaya kwafuna ukuletha khona.
I then requested that I be left behind. For that, I wanted to go and get my bag from somewhere.
Ile kusala wanje wali dawla da bete ya kaka ina.
Where were they proceeding to one?
Umangalo lokuqala, umangalo lwesibili kanye nomangalo lwesihlanu babeya kuphi?
Ngathola mase ngingenile emotweni ukuthi hayi kuthiwa kuyolanda usilophezeni edrobheni.
I learned when after I had got into the motor vehicle that they were heading to fetch slow poison from town.
Ile ka umuntu hasi koloi. Ulo la slow poison iko.
Who told you that?
Ubani wakutshela lokho?
Ngeke ngisakhumbula kahle kodwa uyedwa nje wakhona wayekhona emotweni usuku.
I cannot have a clear recollection. However, it is one of the occupants of the motor vehicle.
Na ukula ukuthi ngatheni. Imba kiye mu wabona bana la bana la.
Hayi futhi ngathi mangicela ukudikika bangidikiza futhi ngempela.
When after I had requested to be left behind, indeed, I alighted from the motor vehicle.
Ayikuba abantu anibele
Ngaqhubeka nendlela ke la ngisimali kwangenza ukhesha vele ngafika ngakhesha abantwana.
I proceeded with my way to do the cashing, and I did account to the children.
with the money. When we look, siyashelete imali. Yathoma kayi siyashelete money.
Where was that?
Uphinda kuyishe kuphi?
Ngishiya kwakhe umama.
At accused place, that is accused number one's place.
Amkufika wapili. Imoni lo siyashelete.
Yes.
Singaqhubeka.
Ukusho ukuthi mangifika ngishiya imali, ngicede ngihlale because babekhona babehleli.
When after I had left the money, I remained because there were others that were there also present.
Kama abantu siyashelete. Ngeke ukuthi ngizwa nabonyana. Umuntu bangabani bathi.
Wafika khona bani lapha?
Ngimkhumbula uSihle, noNjabulo, naye kuZuku engibakhumbulayo.
The ones that I can recall is Sihle, Njabulo, Zuko.
Ibakulani isihle injabulo izulu.
Yes, proceed.
Hayi safike sahlala nje sabe siqhubeka nje.
So you are saying that the people that you can recall were there, it was Jabulo and
Zuko. Uthi ngubani umuntu? Zuko yosho. Perhaps for the record, yosho, for record purposes, Sihle will be spelled as Sihle. Njabulo will be Njabulo. Zuko had already been spelled into the records before. However, it's Zuko.
Yes, yes. We found that you can recall now. What happened?
Yilaba ke osabakhumbula owafika bekhona lapha yana kamangalelwa wokuqala kwaze kwenzakala nini manje?
Hayi safike sahlala nabo futhi ngibaxoxela le ndaba ukuthi sengihlangane nemoto kwenzeka kanjeni.
I remained there with them, and I was informing them that I had met up a motor vehicle and this is what had transpired.
Ngiyalibona bese ngibaqoqela. Kwenzala ngisipho.
Ngathola ukuthi lokho sebeyakwazi vele ke nabo ke mangibatshela ke.
I also discovered that what I was telling them was already known to them.
Njengafumana sawe. Tuyena la ngibabukela yona basenze bayithele.
Ngiyaqhubeka.
Ya shuthi saba nje ukuhlala nje isikhathi esincane ngisawumuntu othi ngizophuma mina ngoba nangihleli kodwa ngitsho ukuthi hayi vele ngizothi ukuhamba ngibuye ngibuye late.
It was whilst we were still seated there, and at the back of my mind, I intended remaining there for a short while as I wanted to leave.
Ya ngibafakela. Then you can see pick up another make you to our not like tama. You will learn about
Kodwa ngizange ngisakwazi ukwenza lokho ngoba nje kwaba isikhathi esincane yayo nayo imoto siyadumisa ngidumisa sifuna ukuvula igate ngayo ngithathe ithu.
I did not find that opportunity to leave because after a short while from there, I overheard a motor vehicle at the gate point, and then we had to go and open the gate.
just show us tama. Kung bakit ganyan. Hindi ko uto ulit. Ako sana lang ulit dahil.
Hayi futhi kwathi nje ama-minute ambalwa wabe bengena nayo ukuthi deposit ukuthi bamtholile.
After a few minutes, we then found him.
There was
Now, we want to know who came with this Noxolo.
Sengifisa ukwazi-ke ukuthi ubani owafika ehamba no-slow poison.
Shuthi ngizobale ngibakhumbulayo u-accused ukuqala
Accused one, the ones that I can recall.
nowesibili
Accused two,
nowesithathu
accused three,
nowesi-4
accused four,
nowesi-5
accused five.
njalo.
That's it.
batho ba ifihlileng isilokweni ukuzwa wapi kwabili ba
Earlier on, you said when you went there, it was accused of 1, 2, and 5.
Uthe ngaphambilini ngenkathi uhlangana nayo imoto ihamba ngaphakathi kuyona kade kunommangalelo wokuqala, ummangalelo wesibili kanye nommangalelo wesihlanu, angithi? Yes.
isilolo kayo akho kwanele na kulika na kukana kwa ni api nina mtu wapi kwabili ndoshana.
Also said, on arrival at accused number 1, 6, you found Sihle, Jabulo, and Zuko.
Waphinde wathi ngenkathi ufika laphaya ekhayeni kammangalelo wokuqala wafika kuhlezi labo bakhumbulayo uSihle, uNjabulo kanye noZulu. Yes.
Hal fisha man fuma ngisihle Jabulo nzulu.
Okay, when they got in, where was accused to 3 and 4 when the vehicle came with the slow poison?
Uma imoto ifika kanye no-slow poison, ummangalelo wesithathu lo sesiphakathini kanye nommangalelo wesine babekuphi?
Babekhona nabo bangena nayo.
They were present also as they got in with.
So wapi kama kwabili wale bakini bona kalo kama kini ndiye.
Were they in the same motor vehicle?
Ngabe nabo kade bekule moto eyodwa?
Kunjalo.
That is so.
Ngemali kolini
Now they have arrived with slow poison.
Bafika ke behamba naye uSlow poison usungaqhubeka.
Usho bafike bangena endlini esasikuyonayo ngoba sasisendlini eyayiphana nendawo kade sibiza ngokuthi number 2 bafike bangena nje kuyona bonke ngesokuze.
On arrival, they got into a room in which we were. It is a middle room, which is referred to as room number 2.
haba ne bafishile yini ehale apa emahali ile ringisaka wapi room number 2.
In which room were you before they arrived?
Phambilini kokuthi babe bayafika la elokhuzeni ekhayeni, wena ubukephi indlu?
Angihleli khona number 2.
I was in room.
Okay, yes. Now they came with the slow poison. What happened? We are in room number 2.
Sebefikile ke naye uSlow poison apha room number 2 kwenzekala
bangena naye ke endlini sho bengena naye endlini bangena vele uvele uphuma igazi ekhanda uvele uyakhala.
when they got in with him, it was when he was bleeding. Already the witness is pointing the bleeding from the head, and he was also crying.
Ha ba fihla le yena o ne a sebetsa ka madi mo mashobong ebile o ne a le
Yes, proceed.
Qhubeka ke baba.
Ya ngisho ukuthi wathi mengena wayekhala njalo uyaxolisa kodwa ke kwabe qhubeka eshawa.
When he got in, he was apologizing repeatedly. However, they continued beating him up.
o ne a ntse a tswela pele a kopa tshwarelo ka makgetlo empa ba ntse ba tswela pele ba motho.
When he got in, was he walking free?
Ngenkathi engena, ngabe wayihambela ngokukhululeka na?
Lo wayebanjiwe yena eboshiwe ngisakhumbula kahle ukuthi wayeboshiwe ngentambo noma ngocingo kodwa kwade yaboshiwe izandla ebanjiwe futhi.
No, he was held and that he was tied, even though I cannot recall whether a rope was used or a wire.
O ne a tshwerwe ebile a tlanngwe le a se hlwa e pula ka bona tlanngwe ka thapo kapa ka taka.
Yes, proceed. He's there inside.
Ngaqhubeka ke mhlonishwa, usengenile ngaphakathi.
Usho ukuthi washawa nami futhi ngashaya nami nje sonke nje kwayinto ukushaya nje safika sabe siphuma ke nabanye futhi siyohlala kwenye.
He was beaten up. I also beat him up, and the rest also beat him up. Thereafter, we went out from this room to remain in another room.
O ne a otlwa le bule le a fihla a qeta moo le rene ile ba tsaya ka ntlong.
Okay. Now, I'm interested in this meeting. Please bear with me there.
Ngicela ungibekezeleke mhlonishwa uma sifika kule ndawo yokushaya ngoba iyona enginika umdlandla kakhulu. Ngizwa la? Yes.
You said all of you did the deceased there.
Uthi kumina nonke nashaya. Angithi? Yes.
Kaofela leyo
When you say all of you, who are you referring to?
Uma usithi sonke sashaya, ukhuluma ngabani?
Usho ukuthi ngisho mina nabo ngamanganyelwe nje bonke.
I'm referring to myself and the accused, all of them.
ngitsho mna lo kusula kaofela mo.
Okay, now, let's start with accused number one. With what did accused number one did the deceased?
Ake siqale ke ngommangalelo wokuqala. Ummangalelo wokuqala wasebenzisa ini ukushaya umufi?
Ngizosho nje ngikhumbula ihamura isando kodwa kusona esiphele sasikhona ukuthi sona ngisikhumbulayo ukuthi ngeke ngibone ukuthi.
I will mention the object that I can recall, that she used a hammer amongst other things she was in possession of.
Ke tla bulela e ke e hopolang e leng hamura a se yona fela ntho e bang ebile Matshidiso empa yona ke a e hopola o ne a e tshwere.
If you can recall, on what part of the body did accused number one deliver blows on the hammer on the deceased?
Uma usakhumbula, ngabe ummangalelo wokuqala ngayo noma isando lesi wayimshaya kuphi nendawo umufi? Ummangalelo wokuqala.
Usho ukuthi wakuyizona izithupha la amadolo nalapha enzansi kumathusi.
The thumbs, the knees, and the toes.
O ne a otla menwana ena ya matsoho, menwana ya maoto le mangweleng.
How many times?
Isihlandleni ngakhe uma usakhumbula?
Angeke ngisakhumbula.
I cannot recall.
Ha ke sa hopola o mophi ka tla.
Was it once? More than once?
Kukanye noma kungaphezulu kwesinye na?
Akungaphezulu kuphi.
It was more than once.
Ho feta nngwe.
Inside that room, what is the source of?
Ngaphakathi kulendlu yini eyayikhanyisile?
Okwakhanya nje i-light eglobe.
A globe light had provided light.
Kuyokhanya lezi.
Now, let's go to accused number 2.
Asize ke kummangalelo wesibili.
With what did she hit the deceased?
Ummangalo
Gesi nje eyayiroliwe i-cable yagesi nje eyiroliwe nje yayi-white umbala.
an electric cable that was white in color that was twisted. The witness is demonstrating a twisted motion, or yes, that she used.
Inye ithaphu yagesi enisizwa umzwa womibili. Isotha iphuthelisi, isotha.
How did it? Okay, on which part of the body? You sit here. Look,
Yena wayeshaya kuphi nendawo?
Wawungumzimba wonke.
All over the body.
Yena uneahlapa umibili kaufela.
in what position was the deceased being assaulted by accused number 2?
Ngenkathi eshaywa ummangalelo wesibili, umufi. Wayehlezi njani?
Wayemi ngamadolo phansi.
He was on his knees.
Uneakhumana. Mukhumana.
What position was accused number 2 when delivered those news?
Ummangalelo wesibili yena wayime kanjani ngenkathi eshaya umufi ngale cable?
Wayemi ngezinto zakhe.
He was on her feet.
Ayinika mama.
When delivered the news, was he facing the deceased on the side, at the back of the deceased?
Ngenkathi eshaya ummangalelo wesibili, eshaya umufi. Wayemshaya emvele ngasemuva na? Noma wayemvele ngaphambili? Noma emahlangothini?
Wayemi nje ngaphambili kodwa ukuphila iya yonke indawo yokushaya.
She was in front of the deceased when she was delivering the blow. However, the blows would land all over the body, including the back.
Une alipapila ha ne anse amshaka ka thapuina. Imbalwa thapuina ini official. Minimo hlanza. Legamba.
How many times did those blows?
Ushaye kwakangakhi usakhumula?
Angisakhumbuli kodwa kungaphezulu kwe-1.
I cannot recall, however, it was more than once.
Sahukula imba umshakile mahalo dimu.
Were there anything that was said to this deceased when he was being assaulted?
Ngenkathi eshaywa, ukhona yini okwakushiwo ngomlomo? Pierre.
Yebo. Yebo.
Yes.
Go on, Pastor.
Kwakuthiwa,
Wakubizwa ngomfazi wesibili nje.
he would be asked as to what did he do with the drugs.
Une abu wenze ingathi fast.
And what was his response?
Ubephendula thini yena?
Wayekhala nje wayezange zaphendula.
He did not have an answer. Instead, he would be crying.
Une asinaka.
Let's go to accused number 3.
Asihluleke siye kummangalelo wesithathu.
With what did he use?
Yena wasebenzisa ini?
Hayi ngakubona nje ke wayishaya nje isibhakela nangunyawo nje.
What I witnessed with accused number 3 is that he will be delivering fists or clenched fists. The witness is demonstrating clenched fists and also kicking.
Phela ngibona umswaka unyamota ifisi adambala.
Where on the body of the deceased were those fists directed and kicking?
Umubheka lamaqhuba ashayayo la kanye nokumkhahlela. Ayifika ahlala endaweni la ke umufi
Ngasho umzimba wonke.
all over the body, I'll say.
Nyamota ifisi umraya ngalo ngikofela.
And accused number 4,
Ummangalelo wesine yena,
Ayena wasebenzisa induku ngambona wasebenzisa induku.
accused number 4, I saw him using a stick.
Mbona umswaka mbona hanta sibisa.
yes, accused, where on the body of the deceased?
Yena wayeshaya kuphi nendawo lemzini?
Washaya ukhulu.
All over the body.
Une shapa mla ngikofela.
Yes, accused number 5.
Asize kummangalo lwesihlanu yena.
Yena wasanga nje ngicathi ngayo zonke lezi zinto ezaziyikhali zilaphana wazisebenzisa.
Accused number 5, I would say he used all the weapons that were available there.
Zohlangana ukusebenzisa ofela libita tse ne di teng ma.
Like what?
Ezifana nani isibonelo? Izikhali ezifana
Njenganaso isando
A hammer?
intambo
the
ikhebuli
cable wire,
ilokho nje. Kwakuyisando ikhebuli nenduku.
a stick.
Ya yena ke kukhona nocelemba ke engathi wawusebenzisa ke lapha ubushi.
Accused number 5 also, I think, used a panga that was available.
Na so ke ukusebenzisa hammer, cable, mlam. Ikale ina ding.
Kancinci.
Describe this bush. What is it?
Uma ukhuluma ngocelemba ukhuluma ngani nje?
Ukuthi khona nje ukushaya inkuni nje.
Your worship, the demonstration here is about an object that is used to cut firewood.
So it is a bush.
Well, that is accused number 5. Get that bush knife.
Ikuthi ummangalo lwesihlanu would not establish as to where he got it from.
Ngaba kabona ubushi uyile kayi. Zohlangana.
How did he use this bush knife? How was he taking those blows at the bush knife?
Ngayo ibhushu le ubeyisebenzisa ngayiphi indlela la kumufi noma ebemshaya ngayiphi indlela umufi lebhushu.
Njengoba ngisho ukuthi angizange ngimbone ngikhathi emshaya impela ngawo kodwa sengifika ngoba ngawubona kwethu wena eqaleni bese sengifika ngibona ukuthi usebenze ngale ndlela because kwakufuna ama marks awu la ebhekhe.
As I had said it before, that I did not actually witness the actual delivery of the blows with the bush knife. However, because I had seen him carrying it before, when I got back, that's when I noticed the marks the witness is demonstrating at the back, that is towards the back.
Jadi saka kabona haye. Awo saka kele bali. Impa ba ke na ana sun kele. Ase ke fitla ke funu. Una li mwa ya ukukhwela push. Mfuyima.
You say when you came back. Do you mean when the delivery of blows with the bush knife, you were not there at number 2?
Ngikuzwa usithi bengikade ngimbonile ephethe ubhushu ummangalo losihlanu. Noma ngingazange ngimboneke mina ngokunokwami eshaya ngawo ubhushu. Kodwa ngithe sengibuya, yebo. Ngithe sengibuya ila ngizobona kunama marks akhona la. Ekubonakala ukuthi ama marks ebhushu. Ngizokala baba. Ngicela ukubuza ukuthi uma usithi sengibuya uchaza ukuthi ubungekho ngalesi sikhathi eshaywa ngebhushu.
Bengingekho bese number 1.
I was not present as I was in number 1.
Ngabona awuhamba push ngisiyo ngini number 1.
At what stage did you leave room number 2?
Uphume uma kusenzakalani la kwa room number 2?
Ngiphume ngesashawa nje wayeseshawa ngenduku eshawa accused number 4.
It was at the stage when the deceased was still being assaulted by accused number 4 with a stick.
Inelika na kwenu asangana wala mla mahali kimechitwa mani. Au kwa nini kusuda wa huyu.
You have covered how the deceased was assaulted. And you, I want to know from you, with what did you hit the deceased?
Sengizwileke ngalapha ukuthi bona bamshaye kanjani bemshaya ngani. Sengifuna ukuza kuwena ke. Wena wamshaya ngani umufi?
Hayi ngamshaya ngazi sibhakela nami.
I used clenched fists in assaulting the deceased.
Ngimotile ke fees.
And you assaulted the deceased.
Isizathu sokuthi umshaye ngamaqhubu. Isiphi?
Kwakade kuwumthetho wakhona nje usuke uma ukhona la ekhaya kukhona umuntu owenza something sonke siyasenza njalo ngoba bawungakwenzi wena kuzokwenzeka something kuwena.
It was an arrangement that was made before that the procedure there is that if any of us had deviated from doing things that are supposed to be done there, he had to be assaulted, and if you don't comply, you'll bear the consequences of the same.
Yine ilula wamani. Mona lelati. Apa mona sebetati. Hai ba hupina sinsin. Usaliti ka ofela, yete ndwini. Hai ba wena sa yiti. Wena ta na hati.
Okay, now let's get now back to the story now. Because let's say now you were there in room number 2, accused number 4 is assaulting the deceased. What happened?
Sesizwileke ukuthi wena ulaphaya kuleya room ukuyo usihambe ngalesikhathi ummangalelo wesine eshaya ngenduku umufi. Kwaze kwenzakalani ke manje emva kwalokho?
Njengoba ngisho ukuthi wafika uThapelo ngambona ngokuthi usenza uphoshe senzo ukuthi wafika nawo khona endlini alikwazi ukushisa estofini lesi sasilapha number 1 istofu ufaka sona uphoshe kusho.
In room number 1, there was a stove or a burner. Accused number 5 came with the same, placed it on the plate to heat, and then he used this bush knife, a hot bush knife, to heat the deceased with.
So that is number 5.
Umangalelo wesihlanu lo.
Yebo.
Yes.
So sana kule anuka nuri ken stofo ma. Anuka pushu. Ayo be ama stofo. Na tuona pushu no soliciting for them.
Are you saying you were there at room number 1 when accused number 5 came?
Ngikuzwa kahle uthi ngenkathi efika umangalelo wesihlanu lapha kwa room number 1 ubukhona wena lapha kwa room number 1 ngenkathi ezobeka estovini ubushu ukuthi ushise
Kunjani?
yes
Yeyili ingana fihla number 1 ayilobeka pushu na uchisi.
With whom were you in that room number 1?
wawuhlezi nabani la kwa room number 1 ngaleso sikhathi?
Angikhumbuli noma wayesebuyile ni accused number 4 because naye wabakhona naye number 1 emeqeda ukwenza wazohlala nathi number 1 naye.
I cannot recall if accused number 4 had come back to room number 1. However, he had been present when accused 5 came to room 1.
Isa na bili ba un une alipin na ho hanse aka so na number 1 une abati.
Yes, on the body that is on the last step past 1.
Okay, can I make this? Yesterday we attend, hoping that you will come at 8:22 to what that and can we proceed maybe until 1:00? No. Please. Then there are the continue.
Okay, now you are saying at the time accused number 5 came with the bush knife to make you what? Well, now you were you saw accused number 4 in the room. That's possible.
Usungaqhubeka ke mhlonishwa ngoba uthi mina uma ngizwa kahle ngenkathi umangalelo lesihlanu efika kwa room 1 ngephethe uphoshe ezobeka estovini ukuthi ushise umangalelo wesine usuyakhumbula ukuthi wayikhona usungaqhubeka
Then you can start from there.
usungaqala nje lapho uye phambili.
Usho kwakhona noSihle naye wayekhona noSihle lapho.
Sihle was also present.
Njabulo wayekhona.
Njabulo was also there.
noZuko wayekhona.
Zuko was also present.
Sihleli njabulo izulu libona nabantu.
Yes.
Okay, they were present with number 5 was eating this tonight in the soup.
Uthi kumina laba obabalayo babekhona ngenkathi umangalelo wesihlanu efika engena la kwa room 1 ebeka ubush lo phezulu kwesitofu ukuthi ushise. That is so.
Yes, where was accused number 3?
Umbangolo lo wesithathu yena wayekuphi?
wayekhona enemba ngamshiya ngemva 2 yena.
I had left him at number 2.
Sile mkuswa wa number 2.
Yes, now proceed. What happened?
Usungaqhubeka ke mhlonishwa kwaze kwenzakalani?
Ekhala waphuma nawo.
He arrived, placed this bush knife on the plate. It got hot and was red in color when he left out with it.
Ile akubeka kusho na stofu umuntu ifikela kwa mkhubili. Hauso mkhubili sabo.
Usungaqhubeka.
Usho ukuthi kwadlula nje isikhashana njengoba kwalokho sisahleli ngalena kwafika sikufika nje angazi ukuthi ubani waqhamuka kodwa ngathi uyi-one wezingane zikamama wafika wasitshela ukuthi asiye ngaleni bathu siyoklina khona maze ukuthi baphi kwathiwa abasekho sibambile babuye.
After a short while, even though I cannot have a clear recollection as to who exactly came, but I think it is one of the children to accused one, came to room 1, informed us that we were requested to clean at room number 2. And when we asked, where are these people? We were also, in fact, we learned that they were gone.
Hayi balisa phatsa umwana ayini afika. Adobulela ukuthi umama abana uklina lapha. Hayi bana umuntu abawukali baba. Bathatha.
Asho sisaphuma-ke sayoklina-ke khona endlini-ke ngalena-ke uma ngathi ngiyafika ngiyavela nje endlini ngibona sekubovu nje phansi igazi limixeke namanzi.
Indeed, we went out to clean. When we got in there, I looked down and I saw blood mixed with water.
Ngiyala yamanje la uklina. Akisheba fathi kufunza umali amangaka mona akopana libizi.
Sho ukuthi naye uSlopozen wayelele phansi la eduze komnyango ngaphakathi kodwa nje elele ebheke phansi.
At that stage, Slow Poison was laying next to the door, but inside. And the witness for the record is demonstrating a sleeping on the front with the hands crossed the face or crossing the face.
Ona umuntu uklina things. Lokho izindlela une lobithi fathi nona. Umile kasifashe kapha ukuthi kasifashe.
Ya isho ukuthi ngafike ngabancenga lapho futhi ukuthi asingeneke basafuna ukungena lapha babe khona sasisele nawo bayasaba ukungena ngiyani.
I pleaded with the other gentlemen that we should get in, as they appeared to be scared to come in. As a result, I ended up getting in alone.
Ngeke abakupa hebana basebethi moli. Ngikele babona abathaka okay. Ngiyathola sekile.
Asho ukuthi ngafike ngaklina-ke ngisebenzisa yona imophu ngisusa lona igazi lokho njalo.
I used the mop in cleaning the blood that was there.
Ngiyala sebenzisa mo. Sakula manje ana.
Yes.
Ya if usengifika la alele khona uSlopozen sho ukuthi ngacela kuyedwa ukwaba uZulu ukuthi azongibambisa yena simbuyisele icaleni ngala sengisebenza khona ngizojikela ngala alele khona.
When I ultimately got to where Slow Poison was laying, I had to request one of them to assist me in removing him from where he had been laying to the other side. That was Zugo, so that I could proceed to cleaning on the spot on which he had been laying.
Aseki twali tuyalu clean out after gonda lebanzu gonda kaulo. Ye ifuna kaulo. Slow Poison na kaulo. Ngeka kupa imu wabona inzu. Ngoba atuntswarisa nomsuchisa hanya. Ngifuna clean mbona lebantu une alona.
Qhuba.
Ya sho ukuthi sathi masimqala simbamba lapho washo uZulu ukuthi hayi ngathi lo muntu ushonile manje.
It is at the stage when we were starting to touch Slow Poison that Zugo said, but it looks like this person is no more.
Hanze ale mutwala. Zokuti na ile ale mutuyema ikarusi ashobayizi.
Yes.
Lokho kokwasixabanisa-ke sinoZuko ngoba ngatshela nje ukuthi okundlela ayisho ngayo wayisho nje ngazuthi ushihlaya nje yena.
That's when myself and Zugo quarreled, because the manner in which he put it, he sounded as though he was just passing a joke.
Ya kabana mu mwezuko kwatsana isho bayo iyeka uletsa mhlalife.
Hayi kodwa sambamba-ke sambuyisela eceleni, masimbambe simbuyisela eceleni kube ngempela siyayibona isho ukuthi hayi showcase usethulile.
Indeed, we assisted each other and removed him to the side. It is at that stage that we noticed and could confirm that indeed he had passed on.
Dilega munga kamsuthisa mbeka thu. Yana kuni mo bang dilega bona ilika niti mthu usakana.
Cool.
Kusho ukuthi into esayenza sabe sabiza uSihle ngoba uSihle wayeme khona la kodwa phambi komnyango ngaphandle sabiza yena simtshela ukuthi kwenzakaleni njenganokuthi yena uyifamily leyo.
For Sihle, that he was just outside the doorstep, waiting there, we called him over. And secondly, he is a family member to that house. We informed him of what had happened.
Sihle ane ngale mo haufi nya. Dilega mobitsa amobulella se tsaitseng. Jalo ka ha le leloko la family.
Awathatha ifoni-ke wafonela yena accused number 1 ukumtshela ukuthi sekwenzakale indla.
He took the phone, called, reported it to her of what had happened.
Ya anda mha afonela mpuso wa pili amutsibisa se tsaitseng.
Okay, sezwa umyalezo ngosihle uqhamuka efonini ukuthi kuthiwa-ke asiswitch ama-light-ke wonke, imoto isiseduze vele sizongena kuvula igate kuswitch ama-light wonke eqeleni.
We got the message from Sihle that we needed to switch off the lights as the motor vehicle was getting closer. Le moto iyasondela iza.
Izongena khona eqeleni kombe.
That the motor vehicle was now getting closer to get inside accused number 1's place. That is my boss.
Bala ita he muna usishe. Uthi uthi mema ba. Uloyise la ufinyana itoke yena jwala mpuso wa pili.
Cool.
Yosho ukuthi nangempela sawacisha kanjalo ama-light wahamba uNjabulo wavula igate yangena imoto.
Indeed, we switched off the lights. Njabulo left to open the gate and the motor vehicle came in.
Ya tinomo Jabule kulia.
Ya imoto yabilayishe yenu accused number 1 number 2 number 5 inombhede phakathi.
Accused, the motor vehicle had the occupants accused number 1, accused number 2, accused number 5, and there was also a bed loaded into the motor.
System mpuso wa pili wa pili wa plan. Yule inale bete. Huyo.
So is that accused number 1?
2 and 5.
2 and 5.
Where was accused number 3 and 4?
Ukuphi ngaleso sikhathi umangalelo wesithathu kanye nomangalelo wesine?
Baphuma nemoto mayisaphuma mayisibuya yabuya bengasekho.
When they left, when the motor vehicle left, they left with. But when the motor vehicle came back, they were not there anymore.
Haba so tudeli na kului. Imba haikuta kului nisi waisi.
Cool.
Ya sho ukuthi bathi mafika badiliza umbhede wabamsana ngisazi babamsana umbhede bawudiliza phezulu.
I, however, cannot recall as to who exactly offloaded the bed.
Haba lo fisha. Wali bula thulwa bete. Imba sana muniki bawo bete imanga lo swasani ka bete ya bete.
Ukabani lo mbhede?
Umbhede kuthiwa waslow poison kwakade ethe uzobhadala ngawo isikweleti sokuthi ubaleka nama-drugs.
The bed happened to be belonging to Slow Poison. And it is the bed which was also said to be replaced or paying for the drugs he had ran away with as a form of payment.
Bete ena e ile ya slow poison. Ile bete ho tswe una a itse o tla patala ka yona. Dithethefatsi tsena tse bang di jile ka sebedisitse. Tla patala ka yona bete.
Who told you that?
Ubani wakutshela lokho?
Lo ngithole emkamuva sekubuyiwe nje nomphethe uthi umphethe kuthiwa ubuye ulanda ukuthi uthe uzobhadala ngawo. Baphinde beyolanda ngoba uthi uzobhadala ngawo isikweletu shothi bamiyekela ngaloko bayolanda umphethe.
I learned about this afterwards, that there had been an arrangement that the deceased was going to use the bed as a form of payment or paying back the drugs he had ran away with. It is as a result of that arrangement that they let off him and left to get the bed.
Tsibila mamorao ha se ba khutla le yona bete hore slow poison o se pisile o tla patala ka bete. Ya ba mo siya ho ba o lata bete ena e ba mo tla patala ka yona. Slow poison.
Yes, now the bed was offloaded.
Usohlisiwe ke umbhede kwaze kwenzakalani?
Accused number 1 wathi asimbambeke umfowethu lo shonile la. Simfake emotweni.
Accused number 1 told us to get the deceased and load him into the motor vehicle.
Ngisabamba ngicabanga ukuthi nayo uZungu sasiba u3.
It was myself, Tapelo, and I think Zogo, because we're 3 that assisted each other in carrying the deceased into the motor vehicle.
Ile ya mtshwara ile nna ile uswa o hlano ya nahana o lizu. Wane re ba la
Qhuba ke manje.
Samfaka nje emotweni wabuye wehla uThapelo wayenzansi futhi wabuye
We indeed loaded him into the motor vehicle. Tapelo left down there, came back, now carrying the blanket. We then wrapped the deceased with the blanket.
Tapelo ile a tsama. Ha go sa khutla le kuno. Ya ba mthatela ka kuno ena.
Okay. On which part of the motor vehicle to the deceased?
Umufi lo namlayisha kuphi nendawo la emotweni?
futhi nje back izoqhubeka.
At the back of the motor vehicle.
Ile ya mkawisa kamera mo na kuyi.
You said number 5 came with a blanket.
Usebuyile ke ummangalelo wesihlanu kanye nengubo.
Asamrepha ngayo nje.
We wrapped him with the blanket.
Ile ya mthatela ka kuno.
Sabe sesijika ke sizanti kwaba yimina kwathiwa wena sihamba nawe usho ukuthi nami ngiyohamba.
As we were turning back down there, I was told that with regard to you, we are living together. That is me.
Ha kita la mrao. Na ile ka to. Wena o tsama le.
Who said
Ubani lo okukhombayo nje okuqondayo ngqo.
Accused number 1.
Accused number 1.
Uswa wa pele yena ana nsupa ala nna ba tsama le.
Qhuba.
Hayi nangempela sangena ke emotweni sahamba wahamba kwaba yimina uThapelo uyena accused number 1 accused number 2 so baba both.
Then indeed we got into the motor vehicle. It was myself, Tapelo, accused 1, and accused number 2. That was the 4 of us.
Ile ya kena kuyi. Ile uswa wa pele uswa mbili. Din na Tapelo.
were you told where you were going to before the motor vehicle?
Ingekahambi imoto nasenitsheliwe na ukuthi niyako.
No angangazi.
No, I did not know.
Bele so ngona ngona ya kai o tsama.
Yes, what happened?
Kwenzakalani ke mhlonishwa?
Ayapho manje imoto yahamba.
The motor vehicle drove off.
Yadlula drop eMtatiyela.
Went past Matatela town,
Yadlula eSitaville.
past Citadel.
Masidlula eSitaville kunomgaqo ongenayo lapho onepoti ebhalwe ivenyana.
When after we passed Citadel, there is a turn off to the right, return Venyani direction.
Vijela tu wamo afita to komo tatiele afita Citadel. Out of afita Citadel una little etinya mu enami boat emoting Venyani.
Yangena kulo mgaqo ukuthi ngiyani yahamba nje kakhulu lapho kakhulu yaze ufika emahlathini.
We drove that route for a long
Vijela tinya mu leni umuting Venyani. Atsamaya sebaka se setelele ho fihlela fihla hlathini.
Ya shothi mayifika emahlathini sasidilika ke sadilika kwaze kwaba ka2 nothapelo kulo kwesithathu la safesa samshiya khona ke kodwa lokuthi sasichecka ukuthi indawo right indawo engekho right then kwathi kwesithathu kwathiwa samshiya khona.
When after we reached this forest, I think we alighted, myself and Tapelo, 3 times from the motor vehicle. We did so because we were trying to check the right spot on which we could leave this body. But on the 3rd spot, that's when we felt that spot was good enough for us to leave or to dump the body.
Vijela tewa kama fetwa maralu nani chape. Rishela swaba silbi sangamsia. Have fishes by the Sabra. Vijela fumans are seen as well. So we get to
Who was saying from the first one, oh, it's not okay anymore?
I guess we are in jail. Uthi nina nehlika emotweni isihlandlo ezintathu. Kulesi sokuqala isihlandlo uthi nina fika kuso nathola ukuthi cha asikulungele ukuthi ningamshiya kuso. Ubani owashoyo ukuthi la lesi akusona asira.
Kwaqhamuka kubona bonke nje kumathathu.
They all from all 3 of them.
Inelibona baba ubani bayithu tuwini ayalo.
Ungaqhubeka. Kulesi asivele size kulesi sesithathu ke manje wathi yabona ke la cabanga ukuthi zonke into iphashasha.
Shothi safesa checka nje sathi masibuya hayi kwathi usaphela hayi ku right kwathiwa hayi siyambamba siyambamba.
We went there, myself and Tapelo, on the 3rd spot. We checked, we came back, Tapelo reported it to them that one is okay. Then they were happy with it. We then carried the body out from the motor vehicle and went to dump it.
Have fishes sena sabra utwa. Tapelo ile ave sena silbi esbaba we tabiloso. Kama siyaso. Yaba watsama uita kule roma kubona baba. Yaba ya ungamili lokya mwenyina ba.
La safesa mbamba nje kanjalo safike sangena nje kancane ehlathini hayi kakhulu kancane sangena safesa mbeka lapho phansi.
Indeed, we offloaded the body, moved into the forest a little bit, we dumped it there.
Keni anyani fela mu mhlathini. Yaba yakena hlathini yamsiya mu. Ngiyafathi.
Ya sabe sijika ke okay ngoba sathi masisuka khona ngangisemva ngemuva nje eceleni. Yabona kwaphela le sasimbeya khona kwangathi indawo imeka nje izomphonsela ngale kakhulu. So kukhona indawo eyipholi engathatha umlenze ngawumisa kulona ukuthi angajikeli ukuthi athi gagada ngale street.
The spot on which we dumped this body had a slope like a dome, sort of, in that, in a way, at some, or should I say at some point, the body might roll over into that slope. I then, because I was the last one to leave the spot, there was something like a pole, sort of, that I used with my leg to block the body from actually falling or rolling over into that slope.
Milione bona wa tshete ya o wela ka tlase. Ya ba bua eng ntho e ke etsang e mthibele hore a ska wela ka tlase ka tsona. Ke nna wa qetela a tsamaya ka morao.
Okay, all right. Okay, can we stop here? The agenda corners? And we'll come with our idea for when you are
Sizoke sithi common la sizwana mhlonishwa sike sizama ukuthi siyoxhasa umphefumulo uzozwa ngathi ukuthi sophinde sibuye nini siqhubeke futhi uzona nina ke abaselivalelweni uzohlala kunjalo bakithi sihlangane futhi emva kwedini siyabona